There we go.
Oh my god.
She can't just do that though. She can't.
That's so
You
creepy.
can't just do that, bro. Knock it out! Knock it out! Babe, what did the skeleton say to the waiter?
I don't know.
Can I have an orange juice and a mop too? Can I have an orange juice and a mop?
That's funny.
We're back with another scary video, and today we're gonna check out Scary Compilation 109 with BizarreBub. Are you ready for this, babe? It's gonna be absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, I'm ready.
On November 14 of 2025, a small family rents out an Airbnb for a few days, unaware that they would encounter something very unsettling while staying there. They had booked the place in advance for an upcoming wedding that was out of town, so staying here made sense. But one night, after coming back from walking their dog, this happens.
Oh, it's always with the pits.
Dog. And when we came in,
Oh, he doesn't want to go upstairs. What the? Oh, you see it right upstairs?
Yes.
There's something. I see
Ew.
The hell nah, man. My man's stuck in time. Why is he just standing there? He does that. Wait. So we're talking about the place being haunted, but we're not gonna mind the dog. Just hey, that boy be stuck in time. What the hell, man? I don't think the place is haunted. I think the dog may be the one that's haunting the place.
Yeah. That's a cool curtain.
Yeah. It's just the window is clearly open, isn't it?
Yeah.
Balloon stuff. Yeah, because you just close the window.
The wind.
You just close the window.
God.
It's gonna like send the. It's a vacuum. Like when you close all windows, your house is kind of like in a.
What?
Somehow, the leash on her dog's collar suddenly jolts up in a quick motion before
I'ma say it again. I've said it before. Fishing wire. It's
Yeah.
always the goddamn fishing wire, dude.
putting itself
Fishing
around her
wire.
dog. It just flings up as if someone had chucked it upwards, but clearly, no one is seen on the stairs to have done that.
You know what? It would have been funnier if the dog was like. I mean, it kind of sucks if they did it, but if the dog started levitating as well, like it just started floating in the air.
Don't mind her. She does that a lot.
Someone had chucked it upwards, but clearly, no one is seen on the stairs to have done that, which is very odd considering that just moments ago, this was heard. Now, Sydney, who recorded this video, was just as baffled as the Airbnb host who received this video from her. But this wouldn't be the only video she sends, because the next day, while placing the leash on the stairs to see if it would jump again, this is captured.
Okay, so this is the leash.
Ooh.
The carpet?
Scary.
Is the carpet gonna move? If the carpet starts like moving upwards, that would be kind of cool.
There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
That was the dog. That actually kind of scared me for a sec.
Every single day.
Although the leash doesn't move,
That was a
nothing.
nothing burger! You throw your dog's leash somewhere, your dog will automatically run after it because they're like, oh my god, it's time for a walk. Of course your dog would do that. Either her or her husband is behind the camera basically holding the dog, and then once she's ready, she's like, let him go, let him go, let him go. We're like,
Yeah.
but goes ahead and does this. For some reason, it's at the same time the leash is on the steps that her dog begins to search for something.
the same time the dog's leash is on the steps is when the dog tries to search for something.
Yeah.
We have two of those devils in our house, and if we take their leashes and throw them somewhere, they will automatically walk after them because it's like, oh my god, it's time for a walk.
Nothing appears to be there. Sydney even checks the rug to see if anything on or under it was making her dog behave this way. But still, nothing. However, there's something in this video that's worth pointing out, and it's a detail that appears in other videos that Sydney recorded of her dog. Watch closely.
So I wanted to show you guys some footage of my dog with these stairs. So here's another clip that I got of her doing it. Walk over and see her, and she was so locked into this.
Now, if you didn't notice, in each video, Sydney's dog is always around a certain area of the stairs. It's always the middle or lower half of the steps, but never the top. If it wasn't for this detail, Sydney would not have realized this.
So I think I figured out why my dog just is always hanging out right here. So I just found a door back here.
Okay, this is starting to get scary now.
What's on the stairs? I tried to check, but the door is locked. Obviously, it's an Airbnb, so they lock a lot of the doors up. Yeah, I don't think that it's what's on the stairs, like what I initially thought. I think it's what's
under the stairs.
Considering that the space is on the ground, it explains why her dog is never seen on top. She seems to be sensing something that's in this room. But the question is, what exactly is she sensing?
I'll let that be up to
Wanting
you.
to find out, Sydney and her sister probe around the space to see what it might be that's inside. But during this moment, while recording, they capture this.
So this is the switch. You guys can see the light is on right there.
It's gonna be a shadow, right? Stop! Stop! Stop!
Just there's something right behind the door.
Oh my god.
There was nothing. Oh! There's something in there!
What?
You know what?
What?
I know. It's a squatter. It's a squatter. 1,000,000% a squatter.
Almost immediately after Sydney pulls out her phone, the doorknob suddenly turns. Although no one was seen on the other side, the door handle moves as if held from the other end.
It's the landlord.
Now Sydney was under the impression that a
living
person
there.
had turned the knob, so they reach out to the Airbnb host and ask if anyone else is renting the place.
Sent the video to the landlord of the Airbnb, and hold on, let me turn asking like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now, like booked out for the week.
After finding out that no one else is inside, Sydney concludes that what happened that night wasn't a case of someone co-renting the house, but rather another paranormal occurrence. To her, this is much preferable over having a stranger inside the house. But despite being at ease now, knowing that it's not a person, the doorknob incident still baffles her. This is so, especially given that it still moves now and then.
But I think it could be definitely a squatter in this case. Like, they could just be all up against the wall.
Scary. Okay. Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
There we go.
Oh my god.
She can't just do that, though. She can't.
That's so
You can't just
creepy.
do that, bro.
No, please.
There's gonna be a jump scare at one point.
Yeah.
Don't. Ah! Dude, give us a warning sign. Give us a. This is like the worst part of it because it's like a jump
it
scare.
is. Yeah.
Knock it out! Knock it out!
Stop!
This is the worst part of it!
Stop the video! It's not going to work when she's. Oh my god! No! Oh my god! Ah. Whoa! 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 Oh my god!
How did they get the phone back?
Shit.
Real shit though, how did they actually get the phone back?
Yeah. This part right here would no? No, I don't want to see it. Oh my god, no, that's so creepy!
What the? Someone is in the basement!
As it turns out, this room was actually a basement. Out of nowhere, the phone gets yanked inside before tumbling down the steps and landing on its face. But it's before it tumbles that something weird happens. If you didn't notice, the phone moves on its own again before falling down. But of course, the strangest part is when the phone somehow lifts itself. Neither Sydney nor the Airbnb host could explain this. It just rises up before falling back with no footsteps around to suggest that someone was there. It's no wonder why many see this as being paranormal. To Sydney and her sister, that's exactly the case. Whatever had been inside did not seem to like their intrusion, from the leash moving on its own to the phone being pulled inside. It currently remains unknown as to what exactly occurred here, but as with all videos, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural took place. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
When I saw the phone being yanked, like initially I thought it was like a fishing wire prank and then like a guy in the basement, like a squatter in the basement. But after the phone being yanked like that, I don't think that's the case anymore.
No.
Because there could definitely be a squatter in the basement, but how it basically fell down the stairs and how it like moved itself up,
Yeah.
The worst part about this entire video, the back and forth motion between,
Yes.
like, that's something you would see in horror movies. I've never actually seen a horror movie do that before. It's the kind of thing you would see like in like The Conjuring if it was made in like the 21st century, where if they move like a phone in to see if there's a ghost, then they move it out, no problem. In to see if there's a ghost, out to see if there's no problem. Then they move it in to see if there's a ghost. It stays there for a little longer, and when they move it back out, then the ghost or the demon is behind them.
Yeah.
That's a good jump scare. But Jesus Christ, I was like waiting for someone to appear on camera the entire time. That video sucked. It was a good video, but it sucked ass.
Yeah, it was.
Now, the following video was recorded by a grandmother who lives alone with her dog and 2 cats. However, it appears that her pets aren't the only ones keeping her company, because according to her, there's something in her house that won't leave her alone.
В зеркале было отражение чего-то не очень непонятного. На видео. Я вам всем докажу.
According to Polina, last night she recorded a video of something that appeared in her bedroom. It showed up in the same spot where it often appears, around the mirror. She's been trying to get it on camera as her family believes it's nothing. They believe it's her old age that's making her see things.
Dementia.
But after watching this video, they're not so sure now if that's the case. Take a look.
I mean, the reflection is her, and the lights is clearly the reflection of her.
Yeah.
Уходи отсюда. Я тебя не боюсь. Уходи отсюда. Уходи из моего дома. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
In the background, you have like running skeleton gif.
Here I am.
Yeah. And then just for free? Rippers? Oh my golly gee,
Уходи
dude.
отсюда. Уходи отсюда.
Oh, what the
Whoa.
Я тебя не боюсь.
Whoa. Oh my god.
No! That's not
Уходи.
a fishing wire.
Уходи, я сказала. Уходи отсюда. Уходи. Я тебя не боюсь.
And then slam the door.
After Polina realizes that what she'd seen wasn't there, she catches sight of this, a dangling ornament beneath the lamp, moving on its own. However, it wasn't just swaying back and forth as one would expect. It was curving upwards in a strange manner that neither a draft or wind current could cause. Now, whatever happened that night is something that remains uncertain. In either case, whether paranormal or not, just seeing this out of nowhere is unsettling.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one night, Polina decides to record again because apparently she saw the same figure hiding inside her fireplace. Take a look.
Oh.
Ay. No.
Please don't.
Something's gonna fall down, right? Something's gonna fall down the chimney. It's gotta be.
Like
oh wait, what if
something
it's?
out of a nightmare, what looks like a head suddenly appears in the fireplace.
Oh,
And the freakiest part is that it shows itself right when Polina starts to get close. It's as if whatever this was had realized she was
Oh, I see that. You see it, right? This one is definitely a head, right?
Yeah.
Goes
Yeah,
down to shoulder. So
Oh,
that
yeah, I see
you see it, right? So you
Yeah,
have
yeah, and
that's
like,
a guy right here.
Yeah.
That's basically what I see here on this picture. That's horrifying.
right when Polina starts to get close. It's as if whatever this was had realized she was approaching. Understandably, she was freaked out by this, but more so after going back to the space and seeing the fireplace completely empty now. Like before, what she saw initially is now gone. Now currently, no new videos have been shared by Paulina, whether supernatural or something else. These 2 clips are without a doubt pretty terrifying.
The one with the thing on the wall that's like the beads, right? I know the joke in here is like fishing wire, but that can't be fishing wire because it goes sideways first.
Yeah.
It goes sideways and then it goes up here. If we take it from like, one at a time, like, it doesn't really work that way. Because if it was fishing wire, it would just go like straight upwards. It wouldn't just go to the side first and then start to move upwards. That would not make any sense at all. What if you're afraid of numbers?
Now,
Wouldn't this count as like a jump scare?
A young mother named Akina, and ever since having her first child, she's been posting numerous videos of her baby boy. It's her first child, so it makes sense that she would want to capture every moment involving her son Ponko. From the time he was born to the moment he got his first playpen, Akina has been sharing lots of memories involving Ponko on her page. However, not every moment has been shared online, and for good reason. On January 29th of 2024, at around 2:30 in the morning, Akina was dead asleep when she suddenly woke up to something in her bedroom. Thankfully, little Ponko was unaware of what was happening because during this moment, something pretty frightening happened. The following is what was caught. Take a look.
What the hell?
Whoa.
There's no one there. What the hell? But something is happening in the upper left corner.
Oh, yeah.
Like my cam is kinda in the way, but there's something in the upper left moving.
Oh, no.
That's weird. Oh my god, what
Whoa.
the? What was that? Wasn't that her? What didn't she have a striped shirt on as well? Oh, I am not a fan of this. I don't like this. Is there someone in here now? Something keeps moving in the upper left corner. Maybe it's just like artifact, or maybe it's some clothes. Then the bed starts moving, right? That was her! Dude, that was... No, oh my god, bruh! Bruh! Chat can't see it, I'ma just quickly do it this way here. So basically, I was like covering the entire screen the entire time, I'm sorry about that. While she's out, I'ma speed it up here. Then you see like the upper left side corner. That is literally her because she had a striped shirt on. I'ma speed it up. You see like something is happening in the upper left corner. It might be like artifacting or some web or, you know, something else basically. Is this like a one-room apartment? Because it looks like that's the way to go outside that door. No, it's just a room.
Oh, it's the fan. It's the fan that is moving. Yeah.
Oh, that was the thing. Yeah. There's an oscillating fan like right here. So that was the thing we saw behind the door the entire time.
It's no wonder why Akina didn't want to share this video initially. Now, besides the fact that the door opens and closes all by itself, there's something Akina mentions that makes this whole video even more terrifying. According to her, at this moment, she had seen a figure standing at the doorway which looked a lot like her husband. But the weird part about this is that her husband had not come home from work yet. It was only a few hours before he came back, but strangely, to Akina, he was there, just staring at her from a distance. Now clearly, no one is there. However, if you listen closely to the audio, you can hear Akina's security alarm going off as though someone entered the house. It's for this reason she leaves the room to turn it off and to chase her husband, who was walking away at this point. But it's from this moment that things start to get creepier, because not long after, Akina acts strange. From standing motionless at the door to quickly coming in and sitting down in a rigid manner.
She's just standing, bro. She's just,
turns out,
bro, it ain't that deep. She's just standing as she's like looking at her apartment, checking out what is going on. I mean, she might have seen something. Something might have happened. Maybe the security system was faulty. Maybe, you know, we have like security system in our house, and you have like those small sensors that are like on windows and doors. Ours are taped together. What if the tape was slipping? What if they were misaligned? What if it was a test tone? What if it was something else? Like, he's making up this very elaborate story about she's literally going insane and, oh my, not going insane. There's a ghost, there's a spooky ghoul in here. But it's like, the door opens. For what reason? We don't know. She walks outside, she stands there, surveilling the area, looking, what is happening here? And then she runs back in because she hyped herself up, she scared herself. In my case, I do think there is like more between heaven and earth. There is some sort of paranormal. I have experienced shit before, but I can definitely see when people are making shit up or just, you know, yapping for the sake of yapping. I have experienced my fair share of like paranormal events before. So when you are in a situation where you believe something paranormal is happening, you hype yourself up. You make yourself hyper aware. Basically, what is it called? The thing, when you take medicine, but it doesn't work. What the hell is it called?
Placebo.
Placebo. Yeah, you give yourself like a placebo effect. So you hype yourself up. You have all these thoughts. Is there a demon? Is there a ghost here? And then suddenly, when the curtain moves because there's a window open, you'd be like, holy shit, I'm haunted! And then you run back in. So that's the entire thing,
Because after heading downstairs to see where her husband had gone, she saw that all the lights were still off and the door still locked. Her husband, as it seems, was not home yet. Freaked out, she heads back up and sits down while trying to figure out what just happened. If he wasn't home, then who was? She continues to replay this moment in her head, despite occurring a while ago. But until it's figured out what happened, she'll continue to keep this video up on her page while sharing more videos of her son. For now, this occurrence remains a mystery.
Oh, Jesus Christ, the number 3!
In this next video, a mother had recently shared a clip that freaked her out after noticing what was in it. One day, while looking at her security cameras, Adrian Dakota notices something inside her living room, but more specifically, around her child's playpen. She wasn't sure
That's
as
a
to what
dog
she was seeing,
cage.
so she zooms in and replays the video to check. It goes without saying, but what she saw continues to keep her up at night. Now, it's important to note that before this incident, Adrian had already been documenting strange things around her house, and for some reason, these occurrences had something to do with her children's toys.
Faulty wiring.
Yeah.
Aren't most of these toys like either motion detection
Now,
or sound
this
detection?
off as being just a glitch or a toy that's starting to malfunction.
No, I
but what's
don't
strange
think
is that
so,
this was
but it's
happening
like
day after day, one toy
batteries.
turning on
Yeah.
after another. And that's without mentioning that during this time, Adrian's daughter had an imaginary friend who she said was very tall. Now keep this imaginary friend in mind, because this detail becomes important much later in the
he's
video
very
she
tall?
recently posted. The reason why she was so freaked out by the toys turning on was because prior to this, her daughter kept mentioning this imaginary friend. And apparently, this so-called friend would show up in places where her daughter said it was, usually inside the house, near the toys. Adrian was so frightened by this, but more so by this video, because according to her, while taking care of her second child in another room, something terrifying appears in her living room. This is what she caught.
Let me guess. Fishing wire. I was right.
Yep.
But that's just, isn't
Ew.
that's her child, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's
Could
her,
be.
that's her son. I mean, he's like out of the
To
playpen.
Adrian, it appears that someone or something peeks out from behind her baby's playpen. Thankfully, her
what if
child
that's
wasn't in
him?
there during this moment. But strangely, even though no baby was occupying it, the figure itself looks like one. Whether it's just pareidolia or not, it's obvious that something is there. Considering that a
could
bowl
be a
just fell off
pet.
the shelf with no apparent cause, Adrian can't help but wonder if whatever this was had been responsible for the other occurrences before. It is strange how each occurrence involves one of her children's things. Whether it's their toys or their small play enclosure, something unexplainable happens around them. This, of course, brings up the question, could this have been the supposed imaginary friend her daughter had previously mentioned?
But didn't they say that he's tall?
It's not very tall.
Yeah, he's not very tall, yeah.
It's a dog.
There is yet to be a definitive answer to this.
Go back.
Is it a
It's
dog?
A dog. Yeah.
Imaginary
Like with the zoom then. Like
friend
right
her daughter
there,
had
like
previously
when he
mentioned.
zooms in.
Oh,
Or
I
might
see
this be
it!
something else
Can
entirely?
you see it? Like the ears
Yeah,
and the nose? Yeah, that's
You-
a dog,
that-
dude.
Oh my god. Like, if you look at it, this is
Yeah.
the shape here. Ear. This one here is the snout. Eye. That's a dog.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, have you seen the image of a dog that looks like a child? This one here.
Yeah.
It's basically this illusion here. Like, I can see the kid, but as soon as I notice the dog, the kid kind of just disappears. And it's the
Yeah.
exact same with this one here.
This, of course, brings up the question, could this have been the supposed imaginary friend her daughter had previously mentioned?
Yeah!
Or might this be something?
But also like the way it goes, like it goes up, like it's very dog-like.
I kind of want to see if anybody is like, oh wait, I saw a dog,
Yeah.
I saw a dog. Clearly a dog's head poking up behind
Yeah.
the playpen that was sleeping on the couch. It even looks like the other dogs are getting off the couch to check the fallen bowl as well. Debunked! Dog
Yeah,
and
very,
fishing
very
wire.
debunked. Yeah.
Currently, and unfortunately, there is yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the illusion kind of works, which is why we fell
Yeah.
for it at the
video was
start.
submitted to me by Ariane B, who writes that she took this video during a school field trip to the Philippines.
That's an
It was
old-ass
2010 when
video.
She recorded this,
Yeah.
so
Okay,
understandably,
2010.
the quality isn't that good. But despite being filmed on a cheap cell phone, she was able to capture something pretty noticeable on camera. And
Bigfoot.
of course, what she notices is pretty creepy.
She caught Bigfoot.
According to her, she was taking a tour of an old fortress where many soldiers had lost their lives. This fortress is known as Fort Mills, and the section of this fort that Ariane was touring is known as Battery Grubs, a section where both Filipino and American soldiers had sacrificed their lives while defending against invading forces in 1942. While touring Battery Grubs, Ariane captures this.
This is like one of those old that's just a person, bro! This is like one of those old scary YouTube videos that's like, oh, it's unexplainable because of the poor quality.
Now it's been 15 years since this video was taken, and Ariane hadn't realized what was captured until rewatching this footage recently. On the upper level of this barrack, there appears to be something moving, but it doesn't look like a tourist who was just wandering. Rather, it looks like a moving blurb that disappears in an instant.
I mean, it's
Now, of
definitely...
course, given the camera's low quality, this might have just been a camera artifact, or in other words, a visual glitch. But it's worth
But
noting
it's way
that
too
this
quick.
only appears once throughout the entire video. Never
What if it's animated? Because when you look at it, it's like very linear. Like, it appears from the wall, it walks over, and then it goes like straight down. It's almost like they probably I wouldn't After Effects, you know. I know it's like 2010, but After Effects was like fine back then. So I would definitely say that it's some sort of like effect that they used to put this in, because it's way too linear. If it was a kid or a tourist jumping from the wall and going down, they can't really go down in such a linear motion. So it's definitely an edit.
But it's worth
definitely an
noting
edit.
that this only appears once throughout the entire video. Never again do we see anything like this afterward, suggesting that maybe this wasn't the camera acting up, but instead something that was actually there.
Or it was
Ariane
added
believes,
in
this blur was
post.
most likely the spirit of one of the soldiers who passed away during battle here.
And the
Perhaps
soldier knew
this is them
After
still living out the
Effects.
same scenario that played out during 1942, unaware that they're no longer alive. It's a sad thought, but nevertheless, this footage creeps out Ariane. So then, just what exactly was caught on camera at this fort?
Here we have the scariest
If you
one.
caught something creepy on
scariest
camera,
one of all.
or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Now, it's often the case that videos on the paranormal take place inside a home, It's usually the setting that makes small disturbances feel twice as scary, but the same can be said for any place where something that shouldn't occur happens. Such is the case in this next video, where a group of Philippine students had caught something on camera inside an empty restroom, but as you'll see, it definitely wasn't. Take a look.
Wee woo. Wee woo. There's different.
It's just pooping.
Out of nowhere, the sound of a child crying emanates from inside the restroom.
He needs his mommy. Mommy, I'm done.
To be seen. The only thing that is seen are the empty stalls, where just moments ago, the door to one of them began to open on its own. But even without seeing this, the voice alone is pretty unnerving.
Yeah.
It's enough to make anyone just run away. Now, very little info is available on this clip, but what was captured is just one instance of something supernatural that occurred here. This school is said to be haunted. So then, was a ghost caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
If I ever saw that, this would be my reaction.
Honestly, if I saw that damn thing in my living room, I'd stomp on it until it was a small brown stain.
I would literally run over to that stall and drop kick it right in the face. I'm gonna be honest, the first video was very scary. The first video was super good. I feel like the first one was the best, but all of the other ones was kind of like forgettable.
I mean, the one with the grandma was also kind of creepy.
It was.
Like the hanging thing,
and the basically the head in the fireplace was also scary.
Exactly.
But again, it was like, it didn't really give me as much fear as I saw in the first video when you had like the phone going back and forth again because you were like dreading that you were gonna get a jump scare at some point.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, they're like, that was clearly a dog, clearly a fishing wire. That was like clearly After Effects. Again, I know that we joke about, you know, fishing wire and oh my god, it's After Effects and so on. Some of these cases can definitely be real, like the first video here, where if they didn't say it was a squatter and if the squatter wasn't really there, then it could definitely be something paranormal. But most of it is just like, oh, look, here's the litmus test, guys. It's actually a dog and not a child. Anyways, guys, I want to say thank you all for watching the video. If you liked it, drop a like, subscribe. Be sure to check out BizarreBub as well, and when they upload a video in about a month or so, we can check out Scary Compilation 110. Whoa! And then we can mention fishing wire at least 50 more times. Take a shot every time you hear the word fishing wire. Babe, do you want to say anything before we end off the video?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching, and also I will soon begin streaming on my own. Yeah, without Stanley.
What?
So if you guys want to, go check it out. I will be streaming a lot of different games, and we're going to have a great time.
Be sure to check out Muffin, everybody. I'm gonna link them in the. I'm gonna link my Muffin in the description below. Okay. With that said, everybody, thank you all for watching, and we will head out.